Muchas gracias.
Hola amigos, buenos dias. It's that time of the day again. It is 10 minutes to 9 a.m. and I'm looking for a good breakfast in my local neighborhood here. I've been recommended one place which is in the local industrial estate, so I think I'm going to go and check out that place today and see if I can get another authentic Spanish breakfast. So let's check out the place, check out some of the reviews, and then we'll head there and have breakfast. Okay, so the place in question is this one here, Restaurante La Mirilla de Eddie. Let's have a look. It says that it's busier than usual, so I don't know whether that's a good sign or not. Probably good from a quality point of view, but might be a bit noisy to film the video. So let's check it out. Let's firstly have a look at some of the reviews. 4.5 average. We'll get the newest ones, as I always do here. One from Javier, brilliant. I gave the cook an 11 for the food, so that sounds good. Maybe not breakfast, but lunch sounds fairly good. Jorge, also a 5, very friendly staff and good service. Another 5 here, so all 5s. Let's go to the website and check out what they've got. Let's see if they've got some decent breakfasts here. So they've got goloso, which is like a sweet breakfast. French toast with chocolate and banana. No thanks. Serranito, tostada de tomate y jamón serrano. Maybe cuando estoy al plan, when I'm on a diet, 6.70, pass. Keto diet, the healthy keto diet, €7. And the capriccioso, which are crepes. I don't think I'll go for that one either. I reckon I'm going to go for this one here, tosta rústica serranita, pan de pueblo, aceite de oliva, tomate restregado y jamón serrano crujiente, €6. So I reckon that's what I'm going to go for. Now all I've got to do is go to the restaurant and order. So let's go.
De tormenta en el oeste gallego, Castilla y León, Castilla-La Mancha y Andalucía bajan las temperaturas máximas y llegarán.
All right, now I'm at the place, but I've got good news and bad news. The good news is the place is open, doesn't look too busy, so I'm going to go and check it out. The bad news is that they've got some works going on right out the front of the restaurant and it's making a lot of noise, so that could be an issue. I'll turn the camera around so you can see the work people in question. There we go, over there with their heavy machinery. So as I said, this is a slight snag, a slight hiccup, but hopefully I'll be able to get some content, so let's go. Now I've decided to give this place a go, even though, as I said, it is quite noisy outside. I've ordered the breakfast that I showed you at the beginning of the video. I think it's called the Serranito, and apparently it comes on a long piece of bread with tomato, oil and ham on top, Spanish ham on top. I've ordered that. I've got my coffee, which has come out with a little heart on the top of it there, so a little bit of barista work going on. Let's try the coffee. Not bad. Now a little bit of background about the place that I'm in. This is a bar, restaurant, let's say. Gets very busy at lunchtimes because it's in the middle of an industrial estate. So workers from the different companies or different warehouses in this industrial estate come here and eat lunch. The menu del dia, I think, costs around 12, 13 euros, so it's quite economical. Good value for money still as far as menus are concerned. And let's be honest, if you want to eat well, if you want to eat a cheap, decent meal here in Spain, some of these industrial estates are very, very good places indeed to sit down and have a meal. Of course, it has to be lunch because a lot of these places don't open in the evenings. Also, this one here doesn't open in the evenings except at weekends. But breakfasts, lunch, yeah, can come to a place like this and get a decent meal. So let's wait for the piece of toast. Muchas gracias. Okay, so here we go. I didn't have to wait long. Fairly fast service. So, what have I got? Let me have another sip of coffee and I'll explain. Actually, the noise is not too bad. So, I can't complain about that. The door is keeping the noise of that jackhammer out, which is great. Now, I've got some salt. Don't need that. I've got some extra virgin olive oil in one of these little tubs again, which I don't know if it's going to be enough or not. And I've got the ham here on top of the piece of toast, 2 pieces of toast with some ham on top and some tomato there as well. Now, not sure how I'm going to get this olive oil on. I'm sure people are going to give me recommendations after the fact, but what I'm going to do is, door's just been opened, can you hear that noise? That's what we're dealing with. But anyway, so I'm going to take the ham off. Excuse my fingers, they're clean. And I'm going to put the oil on the ham. Let's open this. So there we go. Now, a couple of people in the last video that I did told me that you need to put the oil on top of the tomato. And this is one of the great debates that's going on at the moment. Do you put the oil on first, or do you put the tomato on first and then the oil on top of the tomato, if that makes sense? Well, apparently, according to some Spanish people that left comments, the oil goes on top of the tomato. So keep that in mind when you are putting it on. But each to their own. And basically, I don't care. It tastes the same. So, but I'm doing it this way today because the tomato's already on the toast. So let's put this ham back on top. I've still got half a thing of oil left over there. I haven't used it all. That door's open again. And let's dig into this. It looks appetizing. Actually, it could probably do with a little bit of salt, but I'm not going to put any on because the bread would have enough salt, I reckon, as it is. But the ham on top gives it that extra touch there, and obviously that's what you're paying for. If you order this without the ham on top, it's going to cost you around €3.20. If you order it with ham on top, €6, I think. But I'll get the bill afterwards and I'll show you guys at the end of the video. But not a bad breakfast. Now, the quality of the ham, is this the best ham going around? No. This is a supermarket ham, probably a packet ham. I don't think it's been cut off the bone. You could get that in some places, but here they're not going with that particular type of ham. But there's a fair bit of it. And it does, as I said, add something to the piece of toast. And the combination with the tomato and the oil, beautiful. Let me dig in again. The bread's fresh, crunchy. Sip of coffee. Good bit of ham stuck between my teeth, so I'll see if I can get that out. There we go. Now, as I said, the coffee, not the best, not the worst. I think coffee in general is getting better. Places are starting to realise that they need to lift their game when it comes to coffee, and this one's not too bad. Now, we've had some people in the comment section asking me about gluten-free options when it comes to breakfasts here in Spain, and honestly speaking, a lot of places do nowadays have gluten-free options. Gluten-free bread, for example. A mate of mine suffers from this celiac disease, so he's on the gluten-free diet. He always complains about the quality of the bread that he gets, and that's one of the issues at the moment, that, you know, if you compare it to bread with gluten, the gluten-free alternatives are not really all that good, or at least that's what he says. I haven't tried them, but more and more places nowadays are putting gluten-free options on the menu, so that's positive for people that suffer from that issue. Now, let's dig into this second piece here. Again, an abundance of ham on top. 1, 2, 3.5 slices, I would say, so can't complain. Let's dig in again. Now, I'll just turn the camera around so you can get an idea of the setup in this place here. We've got the bar area over there. To my right, there's one person working the bar. We've got another person in the kitchen. Not sure if you can see the kitchen there, but it's where that big window is. And this is a decent establishment. It looks clean. The food's okay. So I'd recommend coming here for lunch if you're in the area. If you're cruising down the A3 road on your way to Valencia or Alicante or somewhere, passing through Madrid, stop off here. It's just off the highway. It's about a 100-metre walk to the highway there. So stop off and get yourself something to eat. So all I got to do now is get the bill. Let's see what the damage is.
Y luego ya pasas la tarjeta, ¿vale?
Vale. All right, breakfast finished, and still with this annoying machinery behind me, constantly working. Suppose they got to do their job right. And the final price here, €5.20 in this place here, La Mirilla de Edi, or Edi, however you want to say that there. Now, I've come across something new. I haven't seen it before. And when she gave me the machine to pay with your card or your phone or whatever you want to pay with, it had the option to add a tip in the payment system, which is unusual. So I haven't seen it before. Maybe it's a new thing, not sure. And with the tip, 5%, €5.46. So let me know if you think that's value or not for the breakfast that I had. 2 pieces of toast with tomato, with extra virgin olive oil, with some serrano ham on top. I liked it. Let me know what you guys think. The place is clean. It's a big place, plenty of space, plenty of room to sit down. The staff were friendly. The woman behind the counter, the woman serving me, was very friendly indeed. So this place here, like the other people that have left a review, I reckon a solid 4.8, maybe even 5 stars for the breakfast that I had. Let me know, as I said, what you guys think. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. Anything to add to the conversation today, please let me know in that comment section below. Is that a breakfast option that you would eat here in Spain? Let me know in that comment section. Video thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. I'll see you in the next one. Hasta luego from Madrid, Spain.